Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe and try to visit the channel. There are tutorials, line by line tutorials. You can learn the front-end web development, and there are a lot of projects are available on the channel. Try to visit the channel for more amazing content. Now let's go through each and every section. Right now we are in the home section. You can see I have aligned the nav bar here by using this button menu icon in the desktop version also. You can see the hover effect on each and every section. Then you can close the nav bar here. Then we have the text and we can see the hover effect and change in the icon, the arrow icon. You can see it will move towards upside when you hover onto it. And you have a down arrow button to go to the next section. Then we can go to the next section is the portfolio section. You can see the hover effect. It tells what that project is and what which domain it is from. And you can see we can also by using the swiper we have added more projects here. Then you can go to the professional skills section. You can see the image right side revealing. You can see the bar effect of the skills proficiency percentage, and then we can see the education and experience timeline. You can see how we have aligned them. Then we have the pricing for each and every service. We can see the icons, integration of icons, as well as you can see the hover effect. Whenever we hover onto it, the color changes, and box shadow effect. You can see like a 3D box, 3D button. You can see the box shadow effect. And then we can go to the contact section. You can see we integrated the icons as well as the form. Whenever we hover onto the button, the color also changes as well as the arrow mark will shift towards upside. This entire website is done using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and it is very beginner friendly. The website is also available in mobile and tab version also. This website is entirely responsive. You can see this is the desktop version. Now let's go to the mobile version. This is the mobile version. You can see how neatly they have aligned. Then you can also see the menu bar, drop down menu section. You can see how neatly the transition is taking place. That is moving from one section to another section. And this is the tab version of the website. You can see how neatly they have aligned, taking the space properly. The menu bar. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe, and definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing tutorials and designs. There are a lot of designs available, lot of projects, not just portfolios. We have travel websites, movie websites, and you can learn front-end web development. And we have also added line by line coding tutorials to explain you each and every line in the making of this portfolios or websites. Try to visit the channel. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Now let's go through line by line code for this portfolio website. You can see here. Right now let's go to index.html file. In the head section you have the meta elements. Then we have the title tag for that is responsive portfolio. Then we have link tag to link our style.css file. You can see this is our style.css file. Then we have link by using the link tag we have linked our Google API fonts, and you can see we are using pop-ins. And then we have linked preload image, that is the first image that we want to load when the website is in the active state and the starting state, that is pf image. Then we can go to the body section. In the body section you can see we are in the header section, and in the header section we have the main container div. Then we have an anchor tag for the logo, that is Aditya. Then we have nav bar And the navbar we have an order list, and another list has list item, anchor tag, and for each and every anchor tag we have an H reference. This reference is nothing but whenever you click on the home button, it will move to the home section id with the home. You can see here for the section here we have id as home, so it will move to this particular section whenever you click on this anchor tag. So similar way we have taken portfolio, skills, timeline, price, and contact nav elements. Then we have a button. In that button uh, we have menu. This is for the menu toggle, this is for the menu element we have in the home section. You can see here, this is the nav bar, we have the logo Aditya, then we have the nav elements, that is home, portfolio, skills, timeline, price, and contact. Then we have the nav button. You can see here X, here we also have a nav button. Whenever you click on it, it will open the nav bar. So we can go to the CSS file along with it, so that you can be able to understand each and every section. So right now we have the root is nothing but whatever the values that you want to use in this entire website. You can have those values here, giving them any name. Like here you can give dash sonic silver. Then we can call those values in the code by using var. Let me show you. Here you can see font family var of that particular name that you are given, ff Malish. You can see here ff, you can see ff Malish, that is Malish font family. So what are the basic default values that you want to use, you can give them here in this format. And then we can go to the code, that is for start, this is for reset. So it will continuously reset your website, it will refresh your website. Margin and border is given to it, box sizing is border box. For every list item the default style will be applied to it. So to remove those default styles we will use list style is none, so it will remove any default styles that will apply. Then we have anchor tag, for that also we want to remove the default styles. Then we are using text decoration is none, color is inherent. Then for the anchor element, these are all default values, that is we want display in block, and image height is auto. Then whatever the default height it has, whatever the size of the image it has, it will show. And for the input and button and text areas, we have the background is none, border is none, font is inherent. Then we have input and text area which is 100%. Button, cursor pointer, button, for the button we are using cursor pointer. And then you can see cursor pointer is nothing but whenever I hover onto the index.html, you can see the pointer will change into cursor. Then we have address, for the address we have font style is normal. HTML, you can see this is starting one. HTML, for that font family is added, font size, scroll behavior is smooth. Then for the body section we have added background color, font size, line height, and letter spacing. You can see line height is nothing but the gap between each and every line is nothing but line height, and the letter spacing is nothing but the space between each and every letter is letter spacing. You can see here we have given letter spacing equal to 0.2 pixel. Then focus visible, then we have placeholder, for the placeholder value we are giving color. This placeholder value you can see in the contact me section. You can see this this name, email, message, these are placeholder values. So those values have the color that is given over there. You can see here where color is given to them as gray. And WebKit scroll bar is whenever you want to add scroll bar directly to your website, you can use this WebKit scroll bar by mentioning the width and height of the WebKit. You can see here in the VS also we have the scroll bar, and this is the scroll bar, and whenever I hover onto it, you can see it will get a little light in color. It is added here similar way. Then we have container, for the container we are adding padding inline is 30 pixel. Section, for that we are adding. Then we have image holder, for the image we are giving width and height, aspect ratio, that is nothing but width and height are given to it. Then we have has before and before functions are very important. And then we have image cover, section subtype. These all values are default values for the elements, that is h1 h2 elements. For that giving font values, color values are given, and for each and every element also we are giving values. You can see here line height is 1.4 for h1 and h3 elements. So these are heading elements. For the section title we are giving margin block and is 40 pixel. Then card is nothing but position relative, overflow is hidden. Border radius is we are giving border radius to it. And for the card content, You can see card content. This is for the home section. The home section, you can see the background card is available, right? So this card is given here. Position is absolute, top is 10 pixel, right is 10 pixel, bottom is 10 pixel, left is 10 pixel. These values are given. Then grid and flex end. Then whenever we hover onto it, opacity will be equal to 1. Then we have these are all the default values. The scroll bar track, this is for the scroll bar, these 3 values. Then we have the header section, this is the starting section. The above values are all default values, and the scroll bar section we have. Now in the header section we have position is fixed, top, these values are given to it. Then we have header container, displays flex, justify content is space between. You can see both are aligned, the space is aligned exactly between them, and then move towards each and every end. That is nothing but justify content is space between. Align items is center, gap is given to them. Then we have logo. For the logo element we have given the values, this is Aditya logo. Then we have nav toggle button. For that we have given the width, height, background color and transition. Then this nav toggle button, this nav toggle you can see is that it is for the nav bar. You can see here in the image. So whenever you click on this cross button, it will close the nav bar and it will have an nav bar menu icon, and when you click on it, it will show the menu bar. So that feature is added. And for the nav bar we are using position is absolute, top, left width is given to it. Then whenever is navbar is active, we have maximum width is 250 pixel, visibility is visible. You can see for the original navbar we are giving visibility is hidden. So whenever you click on this menu icon only, then only the navbar will be visible. That code is written in the in the JavaScript. First we have add event listeners to each and every element we are adding an event listener. So as we go on into each and every section, an event will be added to it, and our event listener will be added to it. So in the navbar, what we are doing, data navbar, data nav link and data nav toggle. Here you can see the nav section, we have nav toggle button, toggle menu. So these values are referred over here. So whenever you can see the first constant that we are creating is that, so whenever you click on that button, then it will add active list to it. Active list will be added to the nav bar. So what is this active list? You can see here active list will add visibility equal to visible. So the website will be visible, then only the website will showcase. And whenever you click on the cross button, it will remove the active list. That is the reason we are adding toggle. In place of toggle we can also add and remove function also. And you can see here whenever the close navbar button is clicked, we will remove the active list. That is, you can see here the cross mark is there, right? So whenever you click on the cross, then this navbar will disappear because the active link will be removed. So what is this active link? Active link has visibility equal to visible, right? So if this is not applied to the navbar, then the visibility will be hidden. So it will be removed. Then navbar list, nav link, slide down button, and we have the hero section. You can go to the hero section. In the hero section, you can see this is the hero section. In the this first section we are having the image, that is the figure, and we are also adding the background, that is the table element, hero content. We are adding using paragraph element, h1 element, that is the heading element. Then unordered list for adding the list item, and anchor tags. And ion icon is the icon that we are using in this website. For this website development, we are adding arrow forward outline button to it, icon to it. Then we have the main 3 domains. Then we have another unordered list for list item and span element of years of experience, and strong element for 5+ years. Then we have list item, strong and span element. Then we have an anchor tag for the slide down button, and we have an icon by using the arrow down icon. This is the hero section. And hero section, you can see here, this is the hero section. Then in the hero section you can see the name, the heading, and the button, and the card holder. Let's go to the hero section. This is the hero section. Background color is given, padding is given. For the hero banner we are adding the margin block and maximum width is given to it. Hero title and hero list is given. And for the list link we are using displays flex. Justify content is flex to start. align items is center, gap is 12 pixel. You can see all the links, that is web development, Canva design and YouTube. They are aligned towards the left hand side, that is flex start direction. And whenever you hover onto those links, what will happen is that the color will change. At the same time, the ion icon, you can see here the ion icon transition will take place. That is, whenever you hover onto this links, that is web development, Canva design and YouTube, the arrow will show towards upside. That transition is taking place here. You can see ion icon transition is given to it. Then we have list item, displays flex start, center, experience, that is, you can see the experience section. We have two experience sections, that is 5+ years of experience, 850 plus of successful projects. We are using display flex and we are aligning them at the center. The gap given between is 15 pixel. The 15 pixel gap, you can see a gap. This is the 15 pixel gap is given over here. Then we are given color, font size, font weight, basic values. Then we have skills. Then we can go to the next section. Next section is a portfolio section. In the portfolio section, we have the main div, that is container. Then we have paragraph element for the heading, section subtitle, section title, best works. Then we have another list, and in that we have a list item. Inside list item we have a div that is called as card div, and for that we are adding a figure. Then we are adding an anchor tag, and anchor tag, in that anchor tag we are adding the ion icon, that is arrow forward outline icon. Then we have H3 element, that is card title. For the card title, paragraph element for card text. In the same list item is copied again for 6 more times. You can copy it again for 6 more times for 6 portfolios. You can see here. Let me show you the portfolio image. This is the portfolio image, and you can see the headings are aligned towards the left side. We have already seen this. And then section title is given to them, colors are added to them. And we have already given the default values, that is, whenever you hover onto these images, you can see a card will appear on it, and it will showcase an arrow, as well as it will showcase the details that we have added, movies and web development. You can see here, I have already told you about the card. Here you can see whenever you hover onto the card, the opacity will become 1. And what is this opacity? Because we are adding an absolute to it, so it will hover onto the image, a card will be shown, and vivid data will be shown with an arrow mark that we have already discussed. Next we can go to the next section, that is skills section. Just one second. Can go to the next section, that is skills section. In the skills section we have the main div container, then we have another div for skills content. In that we have paragraph element for section subtitle and H2 element for section title. This is the default values that I have already explained to you, because of which only they are aligned towards the left hand side. You can see the skills and skills heading both are aligned towards the flex start element, that is to the left hand side, which we have already added. Then you can see that we have a paragraph element for the data, and we have an unordered list. In that we have a list item, and in that list item we have two divs. One is for the wrapper, that is for the information, that is HTML, CSS, and with the skill value is 85%, 95%. And we have another div for progress bar, and this progress bar width is equal to 95%. We are using style equal to 95%. You can see in the skills image that it will cover up to 95% of the skill bar, that is by the second div that we have added. And the same list item is copied again for 3 more times. And then we have last div, that is skills banner as before div. You can see the styles here. You can see section title and section we have already talked about this. Then we have the wrapper. For the wrapper we are using display flex direction is space between, align items is center. You can see they are aligned exactly in the equal format, one after the another. Then space between, right? So we have spaces added between HTML and 95%. You can see the space is added exactly between them. Then we have section title, section progress bar. For the progress bar, we are adding the background color, and the width is already defined in the index.html, right? Here you can see the style. We are using inline style here, and we are already given the width, that is 90%. So we are just adding the color to it. For every progress box, we are adding the background color, and you can see timeline item. Uh, that's it. But next we have the timeline section. In the timeline section, we have the container, main container, then we have paragraph element for subtitle, and we have heading element for the section title, which we have already seen. You can see here. Let's go to this one. Next, this one. That we have added another list. We are using another list again, and we are using list item. In that list item, we have h3 element for the time period, paragraph element for the item title, and for another paragraph element for the item address. And the same list item is copied again based on your interest. I've copied here like 5 times, and you can see here added like 4 here. There's one more again. This is the timeline that we have added, and you can see here for the timeline icon we are using display grid. Gap is 15 pixel, so you can see 15 pixel of gap is given to each and every timeline. And then we have given them color, font size are added to them. Font size is added to them, and we have already added display flex is there, right? So for the container element, so each and every element is aligned one after the another, and you can see how they are equally spaced. Then we can go to the next section, that is the pricing section. In the pricing section, we have the main div, that is container. Then we have another div that says pricing content, paragraph element for section subtitle, h2 element for section title, and another paragraph element for section text. Then we have another list. In the another list, we have the list item. Inside list item, we have a div that is nothing but paragraph card, and we are using iron icon here, and we are adding h3 element for card title and data element for card price. So the same list item is copied again for as many cards that you want to add. And then you can see here, this is the one. And because we have already known that for the section title and section subtitle, they will be aligned towards the left hand side, because we have already gone to the code that says towards displays flex is added to them, and flex start is the justify content we have given. And for the paragraph element, you can see section text is given 60 pixel. You can see above margin, this margin is 60 pixel. Then we have pricing list. For the pricing list, then you can see here we are using displays grid. Gap is 30 pixel, and the gap you can see for each and every card we are adding 30 pixel of gap. And you can see for the pricing card we are adding the color. Background color is given to it, background color, border radius is given, and box shadow effect. You can see the box shadow effect, it looks like a 3D icon. And then we have for the pricing card we are using for the ion icon, we are applying the color to it. You can see for the icon we have orange color, and whenever we hover onto it, we change the color to white color, and that is added here. You can see that whenever you hover onto the pricing card, then background color will change into theme color, and the color will change for ion icon color, and the normal text color will change into white color. You can see here the app development, the price, and the icon color change into white, and the background color change into orange. Then we have the contact me form. We can go to the contact section, and this is the contact section. And in the contact section we have the main div, that is the container div, and inside we have another div that is contact content. Then we have paragraph element for the section subtitle, and h2 tag for the section title, and we have another paragraph element for section text. Then we have another list. In that another list we have the list item which has contact item, that is address. First we are using iron icon for the location outline icon, then we are using address. For that address tag we are adding the address icon URL. Then another list item. In that list item we are using iron icon, and we are using an anchor element for mentioning the mobile number. And then we have used another list item, iron icon, and inside that we have an iron icon, anchor element for the email address. Then we have another list item. Inside we have another ion icon, and we have an anchor tag for the website name. So the div ends here. Then we have another one, that is form div. Form, inside form we have input elements, and definitely try to mention the type element, because whenever we mention the type, let me show you. So whenever somebody is entering data into the form, and for the email ID, we have to always have at the date gmail.com, or at the date email.com is important, right? So if the user doesn't provide that input, and if you don't mention type here, if you mention type, then it will showcase an error. If you mention email as a type, then it will showcase an error to the user that you have to mention at the rate gmail.com. Then he will verify the user, and it will and he will enter the correct data. That is the reason we always have to use type in the type attribute in the input tags. Here we have email. Then we have text area. Whenever you want to give more space, then we can use text area, and we can use button. We have a button element for submit button, and we have an ion icon, that is arrow icon. You can see here we have an arrow beside submit button. Then we can go to the CSS. Then we can go to the CSS. In the CSS, you can see we have given the normal values. Then we have contact item, that is displays flex. Align items is center. You can see they're aligned exactly at the center. Then we have ion icon. For the ion icon, we are given the colors, and for the contact link, we have given the color font family, and the input fields we have given color. And you can see here that border, 1 pixel border is given. You can see 1 pixel border to each and every input tags. Then we have input field focus. So whenever you try to enter it, then the border color will change into dark black color. Then for the text input area also, we are adding the resize is vertical, and that is whenever you try to enter in the message element, it will go continuously in the vertical direction. That is, you can enter as much as data as you want. Then we have submit button. For that, we are given the background color, displays flex, specify content is center, align icon is center, gap is 8 pixel, and you can see the gap, 8 pixel of gap is given here. Then we have the submit button. Hover, or whenever you hover onto it, the background color will change. And for the ion icon, transition will take place. That is the you can see ion icon, we have the arrow icon towards straight right. So whenever you hover onto the submit button, the arrow icon will show towards upside. The transition will take place. Then we have the footer element. The footer element, we have the main div, that is the container div. Then inside container, we have the paragraph div for copyright. Then we have another list. In the another list, we have the list item anchor tag. Inside anchor tag, we have ion icon, that is logo Facebook. In such a way, we are copying the ion icon for adding logo Twitter and logo Instagram. Then we also added script tag. By using script tag, we added the script.js. We have linked to the script.js here, and we also added ion icon external links to our website, so that we can be able to access the ion icons into the website. You can see here all that's reserved and the social media icons. That CSS is given here, footer, and we are copyright link is inline block. And for the whenever you hover into the copyright link, then we get the text degradation is underlined. That is whenever you go to this all it's reserved, then it will show as an underline below it whenever you hover onto it. And for the social list, we have added displays flex, justify content is center, gap is 20 pixel. You can see 20 pixel of gap is added to each and every social link, that is Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Then you can go to the social media queries. Media queries are nothing but whenever you want to make your website responsive, that is whenever you want to make your website available in the mobile version, tab version also, then you will use this media query. This is nothing but first you have to write the entire code for any of the versions, that is mobile version or for the desktop version. We have written it for the mobile desktop version, right? Now we have written it for the mobile version. Now we will change small values. We can see here display justify flex start, gap is equivalent. The minimum width is 576 pixel, means that the website, the devices that are that has larger screen size than 576 pixel, that is nothing but more than mobile devices, these values will apply to them. So Here we are changing nothing but the display values are changing, the font size values are changing. You can see for 760 above pixel means this is for the tab, and you can see display mostly the font size values will change, display values will change. You can see quick template 3 and 1FR, that is in the desktop version you have lot of space, right? You can display 3 items at the one place. You can see here in the portfolio section, this is the desktop version, right? So we can display three portfolios, that is three projects we can display. In the mobile version we don't have that much space, so we can only display them in the one after the another. That is the reason in the desktop version we are using grid template is column repeat is 3 1 f, that is 3 items you can display. And whenever in the mobile version we are using grid template column repeat equal to 1 fr, because we don't have more, we don't have large size for the mobile device, right? So we want them to be displayed one after the another. You can see mostly the font size values, display values only change. There is no new code is added here. The simply whatever the values that were already given, for them you are changing the font size value, the display values will be changed, that's all. And you can see most of the elements will be having those values only, so you don't have to be worried about what responsive design is. The That is, it is very important, because if your website is available in all device types, then it will be accessible to more users, right? So that is the reason responsive web design is very important. You don't have to like worry about it. First try to complete one site, that is either mobile version or either desktop version. Then you can just change those values. By changing those values, mostly font size values will change, the display values will change, because in the mobile version we don't have large space, right? So we have to display any elements one after the another. In the desktop version we can display one beside also, right? In the portfolio you can see here also that we can display three projects, right? So in the desktop version we can display three projects. We are using display by using the grid element, we are specifying that we can display three elements, so three elements are specified. In the mobile version we cannot display three elements, right, because the size is small. So you have to mention grid template column is 1FR, that is one after the another it will be displayed. So these values, there are no new values added here, just the values will change, that is size values will change, the width will change, that's all. So you don't have to be worried about them too much. So just concentrate on building one side of this one side the coin, that is whether desktop side or the mobile side, and then changes values accordingly based on the view. Yes, that is display values will change, and the font size background values will change, that's all. And we have already gone through the JavaScript. Then the website ends here. This is the website that we built. The home section, then portfolio section, skills section, pricing section, education section, contact section. That's all. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe, and try to visit the channel. There are tutorials, line by line tutorials. You can learn the front-end web development, and there are a lot of projects are available on the channel. Try to visit the channel for more amazing content. Now let's go through each and every section. Right now we are in the home section. You can see I have aligned the nav bar here by using this button, menu icon, the desktop version also. You can see the hover effect on each and every section. Then you can close the nav bar here. Then we have the text, and we can see the hover effect and change in the icon, the arrow icon. You can see it will move towards upside when you hover onto it. And you have a down arrow button to go to the next section. Then we can go to the next section is the portfolio section. You can see the hover effect. It tells what that project is and which domain it is from. And you can see we can also by using the swiper we have added more projects here. Then you can go to the professional skills section. You can see the image right side revealing. You can see the bar effect of the skills proficiency percentage. And then we can see the education and experience timeline. You can see how we have aligned them. Then we have the pricing for each and every service. You can see the icons, integration of icons, as well as you can see the hover effect. Whenever you hover onto it, the color changes, and box shadow effect. You can see like a 3D box, 3D button. You can see the box shadow effect. And then we can go to the contact section. You can see we integrated the icons as well as the form. Whenever you hover onto the button, the color also changes as well as the arrow mark will shift towards upside. This entire website is done using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and it is very beginner friendly. The website is also available in mobile and tab version also. This website is entirely responsive. You can see this is the desktop version. Now let's go to the mobile version. This is the mobile version. You can see how neatly they have aligned. Then you can also see the menu part, drop down menu section, and see how neatly the transition is taking place. That is moving from one section to another section. And this is the tab version of the website. You can see how neatly they have aligned, taking the space properly. The menu bar. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. And definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing tutorials and designs. There are a lot of designs available, lot of projects, not just portfolios. We have travel websites, movie websites, and you can learn front-end web development. And we have also added line by line coding tutorials to explain you each and every line in the making of this portfolios or websites. Try to visit the channel. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. So now let's go through each and every slide. Right now we are in the home section, the navbar section. You can see the hover effect on the nav links, skills, contact, and download CV button. Then you can see the text, and you can see the space between each and how they are aligned perfectly. And you can see the hover effect, and by using the border radius we are able to have this curve at the edges. It is a CSS. Then you can see how we aligned the frame boxes with 3 align on by using the position absolute. Next we have is our about section. You can see in the about section we have used ion icons. We have used them to display here, and you can see the hover effect on the button, and you can see the position. By using the position value, we are aligning the images one on the another, and how they are aligned at particular positions of the on the website. Then we have the portfolio section, and you can see the hover effect on it. Zoom in, and you can see the button here, view project button, and you can implement as many projects as you want. Then we have the my skills section, and by using the bar, this is done by using CSS and HTML, and by that we are able to showcase how much percentage of proficiency that we have in the particular skill that we are in. You can see 95% in HTML, JavaScript 90%. This is one of the ways to showcase your skills by using HTML and CSS. We have done that. Now you can see the contact me form. You can see the focus, the background around the button, how neatly we have aligned it, and you can see the hover effect on the button, as well as we have integrated the ion icons into a website. You can see phone, email, and the hover effect on the email ID and mobile number. Then this is the terms and conditions, and to go back to the top, you can click on this button so that we will be moved back to the starting page. So we have this entire website is responsive. That is, it is also available in mobile and tab version. Let me show you that. So this is the desktop version that we have seen now. And now let's go to the mobile version. This is the mobile version of the website. You can see how neatly they are aligned in the mobile screen size, based on mobile screen size. And you can see the menu bar here. This is the menu bar, and you can see how we are able to move from one tab to the another tab, that is one section to the another section, by clicking on the menu element. And we have you can see how the smooth animation effect, and everything is aligned perfectly. The source code is available in the description. If you want to create such amazing projects and learn web development, definitely try to visit the channel and try to build these projects on your own. The source code is also available for any queries. You can go through the source code and try to learn how I have aligned all the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for creating such an amazing website. And if you have any suggestions for me, please let me know in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching this. The full tutorials, line by line code explanations are available on my channel. Definitely try to visit the channel. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now let's try to we'll go through line by line code. So this is the website that we are going to build. So now let's go through the index.html file. And you can see in the head section we have the meta tag for SEO purposes, and then we have the title tag for giving the title to the website, that is responsive box portfolio website. Then we have linked our fav icon, then we linked our style.css file to the style.css file using the link tag, and we have integrated linked Google API, Google static, and as well as font family, Google font family opens, you can see here. Then we can go to the body section. In the body section, we are in the header section. In the header section, we have the main container, that we have the logo by using the anchor tag and as well as h1 heading element. Then we have button tag for this is for the mobile version, that is for the menu icon. So when in the mobile version, we don't have large space like the desktop version, so we will be hiding the menu bar, and we will call it into the website whenever we click on that menu button. So that menu outline button is here, and we have two buttons. One is menu outline button and other is close outline button, which is the cross button to close the menu bar. Then we have the navbar. The navbar, we have another list. Another list has list items. List item, in each and every list item we have an anchor tag. Anchor tag with an hash reference to that particular section. So whenever we click on this home section, it will move to the home, because here we referred H reference is given to the home section. So such a way we have about portfolio skills contact and as well as download CV button. Then the header section completes here. So now we will go through the CSS. As we will go through the CSS too. Here we are in the CSS file. This is the root element. Root element is nothing but whenever what all the values that you want to reuse in the entire website, those values can be given here by giving them some name to it, and we can call this value by using the var element. Like you can see here, box shadow var manti. So like that way you can call the values into your any section of the code. So default all the values can be given here by giving them some name. We have given colors, then font families, and then we have font sizes, then we have font width, FW means font width, then we have radius, then we have section padding, then shadow and transition effects. We have all of these values which we have given in here. Then we can go to the default values, that is margin is 0, padding is 0, box size in this border box, and for every list item we have default list values, that is default it will have a dot in front of it, or star, or one value will be presented over there. So we don't want those list default values, default decoration values to be there. So there, that is the reason we are using list style equal to none. Then we have anchor tag. For the similar way to the anchor tag, whenever you use in the website, we will color it, it will come in blue color and it will have an underscore. To remove those decoration styles, we use text decoration is none and color is in other row. Then we have for the anchor tag image span input strong button text area and icon displays block is given to them. And for the image height is auto. These are all default values that we will give to the any item that we are including in the website. For those, these are the default values. Next, iron icons are the one we are using in this website. For them, we are adding the color as white. You can see button input text area background is none, border is one, font is inherent. Then button cursor pointer text area as well as input width is 100% is given. Address, these are all our default values, font size, values. And for the body, this is the main body section. For that, we are giving background color and color, font size, line height. Line height is nothing but you can see in the home section. The gap between each and every the gap between line to line is nothing but the line height. Then we have focus visible. WebKit scroll bar is nothing but how we can include the scroll bar also to your website. Like we have integrated this VS Code, you can see towards the right hand side we have a scroll bar, and by whenever we hover onto it, we can see the change in color that it will come to a little bit light color. That is nothing but WebKit scroll bar thumb hover. So whenever we hover, we will get light color on the scroll bar. Next we have is container. For that we are giving a padding inline. And for the button we are taking color is white. Then font family is given to it. Font size, font weight, max weight is max content. So whatever the content size you can see here. Higher means small content. So we have small information. The size of the button is small. Download CVs takes more space. So we have big sized button. That is how we give max width is equal to max content. So whatever the content is based on that, the value will be given to it. And border radius is 50 pixel, and you can see by giving border radius 50 pixel, we have curved edges to the buttons both at both ends. Then you can go button primary is blue in color and button primary blue hover. When we hover on it, we get an orange color to it. And image cover values are given. Section subtitle. Section subtitle are the headings. Next we have is H2 H3 elements. For heading elements, we are giving color, font family, font weight, and line height is given to them. H2 H3 elements are having different font sizes. Then we can go to the header section. You can see header section, header position is fixed. That is the reason it is fixed at the top of the entire desktop. Padding block is 15 pixel. Then we have width is 100%, background color is given to it, height, box shadow, overflow is hidden, transition zoom is equal to 4. You can see the header which is fixed on the top of the website. Next we have header nav active. For it we have height is 335 pixel, transition duration is 0.3 second. Header container displays flex, justify content is a space between align item to center. So this container is nothing but the container is the one which holds the nav bar. You can see the container. In this container only we have the logo, we have the buttons, and we have the entire nav bar and download CV also. So what we are doing is that we are giving display flex, justify content space between. Because of that, we are having the both details are having the space between them and they are aligned exactly at the center of the header section. Next logo, for the logo we are giving color, font family, and font size. Then nav toggle button, this nav toggle button close button, the display will be none to it, and whenever we're gonna click, this is for the mobile version, right? So in the mobile version we don't have large space. You can see like we will be having this much small space like the portfolio master. You can see this how we are giving information here on the left side. So this will be the font size. So we cannot have the entire navbar to be displayed on the top because it will take a lot of space. So we don't have that space. So what we are doing, we are not keep an equal menu icon. Like I'm hovering onto this button here, we will be having a menu icon, and whenever we click on that menu icon, what will happen is that it will trigger a JavaScript code. You can see here. So whenever we are taking const header, we are calling the header, referring the header here by creating a const header, and we are creating nav data toggle button over here. That button is nothing but you can see here is nav toggle button. So here these are the buttons that we are gonna use. The menu button for opening the menu bar, close outline button is to close the menu bar. So what will happen whenever these both are referred and event listener is added? So whenever click on the button, it will add now the active list to the header, and this the splash list will be added to it by calling an active link to it. So when what will happen, it will display the menu bar in the, because you can see here right now what we are doing, we are keeping nav toggle button, close button as displays none, so it will be invisible to us. And whenever you click on those button, whenever you click on the button in the menu bar, then add event listener will work, and it will listen the click button, then it will add nav active and active button to it, because of which the display will become blocked. That means the menu bar will display uh, in the mobile. So we have navbar, position is absolute, top is 65 pixel, left is 0, width is 100%, position and given visibility is hidden. So this is what happens. So whenever it will add nav active, right? Whenever nav active is added to the header section, the visibility will become visible. So then only we'll see the nav bar, because we have visibility is hidden. So whenever we click on this button, whenever we click on the menu button, it will trigger the JavaScript code, it will listen the code, and then it will add nav active to it. And what does nav active will do? Nav active will be adding visibility equal to visible. So that then the menu icon will be menu bar will be displayed in the mobile section. For the nav link, we are giving the font sizes. These are very basic one, and you can know all of them. Nav link hover color change is there for the nav link. So whenever you hover onto this nav elements, the color of them will change into orange color. The now button orange, we are adding background color is orange. Margin block start 15 pixel. You can see it is in the orange color. Then we can go to the hero section. So now let's go to the hero section. The hero section completes here. In the hero section, you can see we have main div, that is container. Then we have another div to have the hero banner. Image is added to here, and we are adding the all the information that we are having there. You can see we are adding this 5 years of experience and 500 plus projects done by using by doing this by adding div elements. Here you can see I'm using two paragraph elements inside a div, and similar way I am doing it for the projects also. Then we have another div for hero content div. In the hero content div, I am giving the information about by using the span and strong. These two tags, I'm using these two tags to give information about what I do, and paragraph element to give information. Then we have another div element for our buttons. One is for hire me and one is for about me button, by using the anchor elements. You can see, let's go to the script. Let's go to the style of CSS file. So here you can see that we are using hero section. For the hero section, we are adding the background image, background repeat, no repeat, background size is given, color and minimum height is given. Display date, place items is center. You can see both elements are added exactly at the center of the website. Then we have hero banner. For the hero banner, we are giving width, height is given, background color is given, border radius, margin line, margin block and is given to them. And for the image, we are giving border radius inherent, and hero content text element is center, color is white. Now you can see the entire text is in white color, and they are aligned exactly the center for this particular section. Then hero title, strong elements, we are adding the information, and button group is nothing but display flex, desktop is wrap, justify content is center, align item is center, and gap is 10 pixel. You can see both of them have gap of 10 pixel, and they are aligned exactly at the center. That is exactly at the center of this particular domain. And then go to the about section. So this is the about section. So in the about section, we have main div, that is container div. Then we have figure div. In the figure div, we have images, portfolio images that we have, and then we have another div for adding our skills that we are most fond of. That is, I am using ion icons to specify CSS3, JavaScript, as well as logo React. Then I am having about content, another div. In that div, I am adding by using the paragraph h2 elements, I am adding the information about me. And when adding an anchor tag to add my portfolio, to view my portfolio button, and whenever you click on this button, we will move to the portfolio section, because I have added h reference to it. So you can see the about me section. Here is the about me section. And you can see how images are hovering onto each other by the positions. And this is the one we are building. You can go through the CSS now. You can see it displays none. Then about padding is 120 pixel. About banner, we are having a background color. Border radius is given to it. Margin block is 30 pixel. And for image cover, we are giving border radius inherent. And above is section title, section subtitle, section text. Text name is left. You can see all these values. We are using section title, section subtitle, section text. All these values should be aligned exactly towards the left hand side. So you can see everything is aligned towards this side. Because in this section, for the about the text section, we want all of the data to align towards the left side. You can see the linear way. There is no gap. There is no discontinuity. That is added by doing this text line is on like this. Then when we have section title, section n, we are giving margin block n, which is 30 pixel. You can see the gap between them. Then we have the portfolio section. The portfolio section, we can go to the portfolio section. We have main div, that is container. Then we have paragraph element for portfolio heading. Then host element for my amazing designs. Then paragraph element to add some more information. Then we have another list. In the another list, we have list item, and each list item has an anchor tag, anchor element with the uh, image for the portfolio. Then paragraph tag for the name, and history for the name of the website, and span element to view project, as well as we are adding an arrow forward icon by using the iron icon. The same code is copied again for 4 times for 4 projects. You can have different URLs you can add here to change the product and change information of that particular product for a particular project. The portfolio section here. So this is the portfolio section. This is the only one section we have here. There's one list item. You can see section title, section subtitle, margin block in this 18 and 80 pixel. You can see here both are aligned towards the left hand side. Then we have portfolio listed displays grid. Gap is 60 pixel. Each and every grid will have having 60 pixel of gap in each and every section. Then we have portfolio card. For that, we are adding the background color with functions, font values, border radius. You can see the border radius here also. The curved edges is nothing but because of the border adding border radius, we are getting curved edges to the portfolio image. Then for the margin left line start is auto for the last child. Then we have portfolio card subtitle. For that, we are adding card title, we are adding the maximum max width. Then we have button link. The button link is nothing but you can see here in the view project, we have an arrow. This is the button link. Here we are adding the style to it, and displays flex. Align items is centers, because we want both the name as well as the icon to be placed exactly in the same direction, the same line. So we are added display flex, align items is center. Text transform is uppercase, and we also given color and font size to the icon. You can see we are given orange color, and you can see orange color to the icon. Next we have the skill section. You can go to the skill section. This is the skill section. We have the main div as container. Then we have paragraph element for my skills heading. Then we have h2 for adding the heading. Then we add paragraph element to add some more information. Then we have an order list, and for this another list we are adding list item. And each and every list item has a div, that is wrapper, and each div has there are 2 divs inside them. HT element to write the name, and data element to add the percentage, that is 95%. This value is used to showcase the percentage of proficiency that you have. Let me show you in the image. You can see here the 95% is, this is how you create this percentage in the CSS by using the HTML and CSS. In the HTML, we will mention the amount of percentage that we are good at. You can see 95%. The value is given as 95%. And you can see for the wrapper, we are giving width equal to 95. This is how you mention the width of the particular bar, and by mentioning that particular bar width, that is nothing but the proficiency in that particular one. You have 95%, so I'm giving 95%. A similar code is copied again for 4 times, for the 6 times for 6 skills that are given, and for each one we are changing the width value as well as the value as well as for the get value, the style for the wrapper element. You can go to the style.css file. In the skill section, the title and section text is given they are aligned exactly at the center, and below it we are giving the margin to them. Then we have section list, which is display grid, and gap is 25 pixel. You can see they are aligned in a grid format with a gap of 25 pixel each. Then we have wrapper. For the wrapper, we are adding display flex, justify content is space between, align items center. You can see the wrapper is this one, the HTML and the 94%. This line is nothing but the wrapper. Then we have, because we are adding space between, you can see HTML is at 1 end, 94% is at 1 end. When section title and section data, we are giving color font is font value, and for the skills progress box, we are giving background color. Height is 8 pixel and border radius is given to it. Because of the border radius only, we have this curved cylindrical bar to us. Skill progress, we are giving background color and border radius is incorrect. Height is 100%. Okay, next we can go to the contact section. In the contact section, you can see the contact section. We have main container div, and then we have another div that is contact card div. In that paragraph element, HTML element is used for the heading. Then we have div as wrapper. Inside div, we have form for inputting input elements for text, email. Then we have text area for adding message. Then we have button element for the send message button. Then we always try to have the type function type first. If the user doesn't provide the required information that you want, then it will show as an error in the website itself, so that the user can mention. Because if you keep type equal to email, if the user doesn't provide at the date gmail.com or email.com, it will show as an error, so the user can correct it and it will enter the proper data. So definitely try to use the type in the form. Then we have another list for contact list event information like our address in one div, and then we have another div in the list item. Similar way that we are copying the first list item, and in that also we are using div for icon plus the mail icon. Then we have in the another div we are giving the information by using S3 as email, and then we are using the anchor tag to mention the email ID. Similar way we are doing it for the phone also. Then we can go to the contact CSS. For that, background color is given, padding, border radius is given to it. You can see this card here, because the contact card has a background to it. You can see the contact card. Then that card is in card format, and for that we're giving padding as well as border radius is given to it. And because of the border radius, we have the curved edges to the contact card. Then for the contact card, we have subtitle. For that, we're adding the colors as well as font size. Then we are adding text, and the text time is towards the left. You can see towards the left hand side, the text is moved, not towards the center, not towards the right, towards the left hand side. So you can see how they are aligned towards the left hand side, straight line. Then we have contact font. Then we have contact input. For each and every input value, we are adding background color is given to that, border radius is given to them. You can see the border radius, small curved edges to the input elements, and for the text area also. Then we have placeholder, that is color is given to them. That is nothing but you can see the faded color name, email and message. Then we have button submit. For the button submit, we are giving the same values of the button. You can see here, whenever we hold on to this button, the send button, send the message text will get orange color and the background will change into white color. That is given here because we are hovering onto the button, we are changing the color as well as the background color. Then we have contact item flex center. You can see this flex center is nothing but this is the one, the address, email and phone. For that we are adding flex as center, so they are aligned exactly the center in the box. Next we have contact icon. For the icon and giving background color, then I'm giving font size, padding and border radius. That then we can go to the contact link, that whenever we hover onto it, it will show white color. can see for the email as well as for the phone. Whenever you hover onto this email ID and phone number, it will change color into bright white color. Here we have the footer section. You can see the footer section. Inside we have main div, that is container div. Then we have paragraph element for all types results. Then we have another list for terms of condition by using list element and anchor tag to have two terms of condition as privacy policy. Then we have another anchor tag outside of the footer for top back to top button. Whenever you click on this button, it will move back to the starting page. First, let's go to the footer element. Footer background color is given to it, padding is given, copyright is nothing but the name that we are giving here. Max width is max content, margin is auto. Then we have copyright link, and for that we are using display as inline block, and transition is given to them. Then we have copyright link hover, so whenever we hover onto those links, then the color will change into white color. And that is footer list, mass content and auto. Then footer list displays inline block, margin is given to them. Then you can see footer link, whenever you hold on to, the color will change. This back to top button is nothing but, so when in the website we are adding an anchor tag for back to top. So whenever you click on it, it will go to the top because we are giving anchor tag h reference is top. So this top h reference is nothing but, you can see here in the starting page for the body element we are giving id equal to top. So it will move, it is referring to this position. So whenever you click on this button, whenever you click on this anchor tag back to top anchor tag, it will move back to the starting page. For that, we are adding the styles of CSS here. You can see color, font size is given, position is fixed. Bottom towards the right hand side, you can see at this particular end of the website, you can see the back to top button. And whenever the back to top button is active, after you can see right equal to -5 pixel, opacity is 1, visibility is visible, then it will be visible to whenever we are in the home section, that is in the first section of the website, it will be invisible to us. It will not be shown in the website. And whenever we move to the next section, like in the about section, then we will be able to see that because we will add an active button to it back to top. Then we have After Effect, and for the After Effect, top equal to 10 pixel, left is equal to calculate 100%. We move to the top side for first slide whenever we add After Effect to it. So you can see the script here, that is the JavaScript function that gives you that. Here is the one. So back to top, we are referring to the data back to top. Here you can see the query element back to top. So we are referring here in the JavaScript, and we are creating a constant as back to top button. And whatever we are doing, we are using the Windows add event listener, and whenever we scroll, just think that right now I am in the home section, so it is not necessary to showcase the back to top button. So whenever I am scrolling down to the next section, then the Windows scroll will go into 100, it will move out, and because of that it will add active list to it. Active list, what it will do, the active will make visibility visible, and that means it will showcase back to top button towards your right hand side. And if you show you to the right hand side, and whenever you click on that button, back to top button, because we are adding the h reference to it, you can see we are adding the h reference here, but we are simply adding the h reference, that is to the top, will be moved back to the starting page of the position. That is done here. Next, we can go to the responsive media query. So until now, we have seen the mobile version. For the mobile version, we have done all the coding up to now. And for increasing the values, we are going to increase the values for the desktop or tab version. They are larger size in versions. Minimum width is 600. From the 600 pixel onwards, these values will be applied to them because we are adding edited media to it. Then we can say minimum width is 768. This is 768 and above. That is for the tab version, and above desktop version we are adding these changes. Responsive web design is nothing. If you are able to make one end, you have to make either it can be desktop end or towards the mobile end. Make one version completely, then change those values according to the size of it. You can use the Chrome. By using the Chrome inspect function also, you can be able to know how much amount of value if you have changed. Like font size is too big for the mobile version, so let me reduce this font size. the images are aligning in the horizontal side. I want them to be aligned in the vertical direction because they should be displayed in the mobile version. I don't want them to be go outside of the mobile version, so it looks bad. So to make that, we are going to make displays grid. Then flex direction, we are grid or flex direction we are using. Then displays flex, then we are using flex direction column. So all the values will be aligned in the column direction, that is towards the vertical direction. Such values are changed. So there is nothing difficulty in doing anything, but first you have to master a way that you have to complete perfectly either mobile version or desktop version. Then you can change the values. These all values you can see. Grid template column we are using one. Uh, Only one will be displayed in the desktop version. In the mobile version it will display lot. Then we can see 992. This is for the main desktop version. You can see the font size values are changing towards the 6.4, 3.5 because we in the desktop version we want the data to be in huge, right, in big case, so that we can be able to see them perfectly. So for that purpose only we are changing the font size values to higher values. Then you can see the container nav toggle button because we don't want nav toggle button to be visible in the desktop version. We only want it to be visible in the mobile version so that whenever we click on it, the menu bar can be visible. So we are using displays none. You can see these are values are very simple values. The changes will take place only in the display. You can see display flex, align items to center. We are aligning all those values in center. Uh, in the mobile version we cannot have the entire navbar in the mobile top bar, so that is the reason we are hiding it towards the left hand side or towards the right hand side using hidden using after we are doing it. That is one of the CSS important things before and after display functions like flex, grid. Then you also need to learn position values, that is position absolute, position is relative. These are the main topics in CSS. They give a lot of knowledge to you. It will give your website very responsive and very important topics are these only. So these all values will change. You can see left, bottom, small changes are there. That is only value changes will be there. We are not adding any new content here. Only value changes will be there to them. And display values will change from column to in the column direction to horizontal direction, because in the row direction because right now we are in the desktop version, right? So we have a lot of space, so we want them to align in the row direction itself. You can see display grid with template column is given and align items is center. You can see these all values, they are just small change in values. That's all. We are not adding any new values to it. We are just changing the values based on the size of the screen. So that's all. This is the entire website that we're gonna build. This is the home section. This is the about section. Then we have the portfolio section and skill section. Then we have the contact section. Then go back to the home. So if you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. It takes really lot of time and efforts for explaining you, for creating this website, and for also explaining this website line by line code. Definitely try to let me know if you have any suggestions in the comment section. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. So now let's go through each and every slide. Right now we are in the home section, the navbar section. You can see the hover effect on the nav links, skills, contact, and download CV button. Then you can see the text, and you can see the space between each and how they are aligned perfectly. And you can see the hover effect. And by using the border radius, we are able to have this curve at the edges. It is a CSS. Then you can see how we aligned the frame boxes with 3 align on by using the position absolute. Next we have is our about section. You can see in the about section we have used ion icons. We have used them to display here, and you can see the hover effect on the button, and you can see the position. By using the position value, how we are aligning the images one on the another, and how they are aligned at particular positions of the on the website. Then we have the portfolio section, and you can see the hover effect on it. Zoom in, and you can see the button here, view project button, and you can implement as many projects as you want. Then we have the my skills section, and by using the bar, this is done by using CSS and HTML, and by that we are able to showcase how much percentage of proficiency that we have in the particular uh, skill that we are in. You can see 95% in HTML, JavaScript 90%. This is one of the ways to showcase your skills by using HTML and CSS. We have done that. Now you can see the contact me form. You can see the focus, the background around the button, how neatly we have aligned it, and you can see the hover effect on the button, as well as we have integrated the ion icons into our website. You can see phone, email, and the hover effect on the email ID and mobile number. Then this is the terms and conditions, and to go back to the top, you can click on this button so that we will be moved back to the starting page. So we have this entire website is responsive, that is it is also available in mobile and tab version. Let me show you that. So this is the desktop version that we have seen now, and now let's go to the mobile version. This is the mobile version of the website. You can see how neatly they are aligned in the mobile screen size, based on mobile screen size, and you can see the menu bar here. This is the menu bar, and you can see how we are able to move from one tab to the another tab, that is one section to the another section, by clicking on the menu element. And we have you can see how the smooth animation effect, and everything is aligned perfectly. The source code is available in the description. If you want to create such amazing projects and learn web development, definitely try to visit the channel and try to build these projects on your own. The source code is also available for any queries. You can go through the source code and try to learn how I have aligned all the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for creating such an amazing website. And if you have any suggestions for me, please let me know in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching this. The full tutorials, line by line code explanations are available on my channel. Definitely try to visit the channel. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to create this responsive travel website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Now let's go through the website. Right now we are in the home section. You can see the about, services, tool, and contact. You can see the glass morphism type navbar here, and you can see the login button, and you can see the hover effect on it. And you can see we have added date, year, and time for searching. Then we added the boxes to let know the information about the total customers, years of experience, total destinations, and average rating. You can see how neatly we have overlined with our home page image, and you can see the box shadow effect clearly giving a professional look to your website. Then we can go to the next section. Here you can see the hover effect on the image, as well as the box shadow effect around the image, and curved images also. And next we can go to the one click for you. You can see here, find your destination. You can see I have added the icons here. And then we can go to the tourist destinations. You can see we have added the hover effect, as well as we have included the star as for the rating. And we have given the name here. You can see clearly a very professional website. Then we have the blog section. You can see the hover effect and information, and you can see the box shadow effect around it, and you can see the hover effect on the button, giving a very 3D look on hover. Then you can see the footer element. You can see the hover effect on them, and you can see the submit as well as the social media icons. So this entire website is made using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It is a very beginner friendly project, but a very professional project that you can add into your professional resume for your recruiting purposes. It will be a very good impression to your recruiter. And this entire website is responsive. That is, it is also available in mobile as well as in tab version. Now let's go through the mobile version. Show you the mobile version of the website. You can see this is the mobile version of the website, and you can see the menu bar on the top bar. You can see how neatly aligned menu bar we have. Then you can go to the next section. You can see perfectly aligned each and every section, each and every image is perfectly aligned with the screen size of the particular device. That is nothing but the responsive web design, which is one of the very important web design concepts that everybody should learn about, because it gives a very professional look to a website, as well as it gives a very good opinion to the recruiter that you are also making sure that your website is also available in all other devices like tab, mobile, laptop, desktop. This is one of the best features that any website builder or any web developer should have. And if you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. There are a lot of tutorials available on the YouTube channel. A lot of personal portfolio websites are there, food websites are there, restaurant websites are there, travel websites are there, entirely made using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and React JS also. So entirely front-end development is available on my channel, YouTube channel. Definitely try to visit the channel. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to create this responsive travel website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Now let's go through the website. Right now we are in the home section. You can see the about, services, tour and contact. You can see the glass morphism type navbar here, and you can see the login button, and you can see the hover effect on it, and you can see we have added date, year and time for searching. Then we added the boxes to let know the information about the total customers, years of experience, total destinations and average rating. You can see how neatly we have overlined with our home page image, and you can see the box shadow effect clearly giving a professional look to your website. Then we can go to the next section. Here you can see the hover effect on the image as well as the box shadow effect around the image and curved images also. And next we can go to the one click for you. You can see here, find your destination. You can see I have added the icons here, and then we can go to the tourist destinations. You can see we have added the hover effect as well as we have included the star as for the rating, and we have given the name here. You can see clearly a very professional website. Then we have the blog section. You can see the hover effect and information, and you can see the box shadow effect around it, and you can see the hover effect on the button, giving a very 3D look on hover. Then you can see the footer element. You can see the hover effect on them, and you can see the submit as well as the social media icons. So this entire website is made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. It is a very beginner friendly project, but a very professional project that you can add into your uh, professional resume for your recruiting purposes. It will be a very good impression to your recruiter. And this entire website is responsive. That is, it is also available in mobile as well as in tab version. Now let's go through the mobile version. Show you the mobile version of the website. You can see this is the mobile version of the website, and you can see the menu bar on the top bar. You can see how neatly aligned menu bar we have. Then you can go to the next section. You can see perfectly aligned each and every section, each and every image is perfectly aligned with the screen size of the particular device. That is nothing but the responsive web design, which is one of the very important web design concepts that everybody should learn about, because it gives a very professional look to a website as well as it gives a very good opinion to the recruiter that you are also making sure that your website is also available in all other devices like tab, mobile, laptop, desktop. This is one of the best features that any website builder or any web developer should have. And if you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. There are a lot of tutorials available on the YouTube channel. A lot of personal portfolio websites are there, food websites are there, restaurant websites are there, travel websites are there, entirely made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript and React JS also. So entirely front-end development is available on my channel, YouTube channel. Definitely try to visit the channel. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The entire source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Now we are in the nav bar section. You can see the hover effect on the nav elements, and you can see the hover effect on the button, that is contact me button, and we have download CV button. Next you can see how we have aligned the data perfectly by having a proper space between them by using margin bottom. Then we have the social media icons. You can see the hover effect, the skills that we are good at. And next, in the next section, you can see this is our service section. And whenever you hover onto it, the background color will change as well as the icon color also will change from black to orange. You can see that. Next, we have the freelance uh, part. Then we have our clients, and you can switch from one client to another client reviews. You can also call the testimonials section. Then we have the projects. Recent projects. You can see the hover effect on them. Next we have our blog. See the hover effect. You see the image perfectly aligned, exactly the center, and you can see the box effect like the 3D box. Next we have our contact form. Our icons, and send message button. You can see the social media icons and copyright. This website is entirely responsive. That is, it is also available in mobile version. Let me show you it. Show it to you. So this is the mobile version. You can see how neatly we have aligned each and every section. Is aligned perfectly for the mobile size. And you can see the bar also. You can see by clicking on it, we have the menu bar. This website source code is available in the description. Definitely try to build this project, and if you want full tutorials are also available in the YouTube channel of our channel. And if you want to learn web development, definitely try to build this project. All the source codes available in the description, and the tutorials also line by line code tutorials also available in the website, available in the YouTube channel of my channel. Definitely try to visit the channel. And entire project is built using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. IN icons are used, and the source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now let's go through the line by line code for making this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So right now we are in the index.html file. You can see this. And right now we are in the head section. We have the meta tags. Then we have the title tag. We have title tag for the title of the website, that is responsive portfolio website. Then we have linked our Google API and Google font families, as well as we have linked JavaScript delivery. This is one of the JavaScript libraries that we have, and we have also linked the style.css file. You can see here, this is the style.css file. This is the style.css file. Then we can go to the body section. In the body section, we have the first div, that is site main wrapper. This is the first starting form, and we are having the button element. In that button element, we are using image tag to have hamburger svg file. Then we have another div, that is, this is for the mobile nav bar. For the mobile nav bar, we are creating this. We are having a button with times svg, which is nothing but the menu icon, you can say. Then we have another list for the list items, that is our nav elements, nav links, about, services, testimonial, and work. Then we have our header tag. In the header tag, we have the container, main container. Inside the container, we have the main navbar for the desktop, and in that navbar we have a div for having the logo svg. Then we have another div for having the anchor elements for each and every section, that is home, about, service, testimonial, and work. And we are referring, h reference is nothing but when whatever the hashtag value that we are giving here to that particular section, whenever we click on it, we will be moved to that particular section. Here I am providing hashtag about. You can see here I have for the section id equal to about. This about, it will call to this about. So whenever you click on this about button in the navbar, then it will move to the about section. Then we have another div for contact me button. Then the navbar ends, and in the second div element we have the data, that is first div we have the image, portfolio image. In the second div we have the information, that by using heading tags, that is h6 h1 heading tags, and span element is to highlight any value. Then we use span element and we will give specific css values to them. Then we have the paragraph element to write description of description. Then we have another div element and button tag for download cv button. This is then the header ends here. Now let's go with the css also. Then here we are importing utilities.css file. You can see this is the utilities.css file. These are the you can say that these are the most widely used values that we are returning in one css file, and we are importing it to the main css file. You can see we have flex, this is displays flex, Then we have item center, align items is center. So now we don't have to write align item center to each and every section. We can just add these items.center as class to any specific section in the index.html. Then we will get this value over there. Justify between. Then we have button. For the button element, we are adding padding, font size, font weight is given, border is 2 pixels solid, transparent. These all values are given to the button element, and you can see the button also in the image. Let me show you the image so that you can be able to understand it perfectly. Here you can see this button element. So this same button format is also used. The difference is that whenever we hover onto the download CV button, we will get the glow, like the blue color background will come and the contact text will convert into black color. For that, we are here, what we are doing here, we are creating a button first having those same border elements. You can see how similar both buttons are, download CV as well as contact me button. Then we are separating them by using button primary and button primary hover and button secondary hover. So by changing small values, all the remaining values are the same. We are just changing the background color and color of the text. So that is how we are doing it. Next we have flex one, then justify center is center. So these are the most widely used one. So I'm writing in them in the utility.css file, and I'm importing it to the main CSS file by using @import. And root element is nothing but whatever the values that you want to use in this website, that is in the each and every section. You don't want to repeat those values. You don't want to write hash beat 3dcf03. You don't want to write everywhere. So you are giving a name to it and you are writing those values in the root element. And when the way that we call those values is by using var element. You can see here background var of dark. Dark is nothing but, here you can see dark. That means this color will be added to this particular background of the header section. So we are just going to import it by using var element. Then we have body, for that font family is added, that is poppins. Then we have HTML. Then we have star, that is the basic default values. Padding is 0, margin is 0, box shadow is border box. WebKit font smoothing is aerialized. Then we have header section, we are adding background color and clip path. Then we have container. This is the main container. This is default container. Maximum width is 1152 pixel and padding is given to it. Then margin is 0 and auto. Then this media query is for minimum width 576. That is 576 and above screen size devices only these values will apply. So responsiveness is nothing but, first you will try to make any website in the mobile version or in the desktop version. Then you will change those values just by changing their font size values or changing the display values. Like you in the desktop version we have lot of space. So what we are doing, we're gonna align grid by using saying that we can have 3 grids in the desktop version because the space is more. The mobile version we cannot have 3 div sections in the same row, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna change the grid type to 1 in each section. That means one after the another the div will be placing. So that is done. That small changes are done in the by using @media and mentioning the screen size. Here I am mentioning minimum width is 576. That means 576 and above width elements. That means desktop tab version. These values will be applied to them. Then next we have header nav element, and to the left we are adding color, and for them we are adding these values. Text transform is uppercase. You can see here in the next you can see all these values are having uppercase only. You can see home, about, services, testimonial, work. Then we can see hover effect, that is primary. Padding, margin right, padding, width, color, font size. We are giving value to each and every span element. You can see span element. I am giving this primary. You can see for the span element, that is developer or Abhiram Tej. These are under the span element, so they are getting different color than the remaining one. Remaining one are getting white color. So by separating those elements that you want to highlight more, you can use span element. You can, like here you can see the span element. Here you can see for the developer I'm adding span element. Then section. Then we can go to the about section. Let's go to the about section. So now we are in the about section. You can see the main div, that is container, which is flex, displays flex. item center, you can see these all values are already available in which are available in utilities. So I'm directly adding them as classes to that particular section. Then these CSS values are directly aligned to this particular section already, so that we don't have to write for each and every section align item center, that these values we don't have to write again and again. So I'm adding them to the class section. That is the main reason why we have given use utility.css file. And we have first image section, then we have another section for having the information by using h1 h3 elements. These are heading tags. Then we have paragraph element for the description. Then we have another div for social div, that is nothing but to have our social. Here I have added our what you call this, these are the main skills that I have used here. Then the section ends here. Here you can see that I have the small changes is there. I don't have, this is not okay. Then the about section ends here. I forgot. Okay, next let's go to the CSS file. We can go to the about section here. That is here we are adding the height value to it. Then we are adding margin, bottom, font size, font weight, all these small values. Next we have font family /2. For specific one we can use this value. Then displays flex, you can see the about the PNG, so that you can understand here. This for this social for these icons we are using display as flex. For displays flex is given. Then we can then we are for the anchor element, that is nothing but here you can see for these values we are giving anchor tag elements. We are adding background, displays flex, align items is center, justify item is center, width is 40 pixel, and because we are adding border radius equal to 50%, we will get an exact circle background, that is black color background to it. And we are using hover effect. And for the ion icons we are using, so whenever you hover onto the icons, for that we are adding font size and color equal to orange color. You can see the color orange color is added to them for the icons. And next section heading, section span, section heading plus paragraph elements. Next we can go to the services section. These all values, there's font size, basic values. Most of them I have already covered in the utilities. Then we have service section. Then we are having container. The first container we are having h1 element, that is heading element. You can see section heading element, which is already given here. Section heading element, you can see color is given to that, and we are added color, text align is center, margin bottom is center, line height is center, so that just one second, let me show you the services image. You can see our services and heading both are added exactly at the center of the page. That is done by using this CSS value, that is text align center. Then we have a card section, card wrapper. In that we have div sections. In the first div we are adding an icon, that is a slash icon postation. Then we are adding h2 element for the heading and paragraph element to let you know what the profession is dealing with. The same div element is copied again for 4-5 times. You can copy as many as you want, as many as many professions that you are doing. Like I am having web developer, I'm a web developer, video editor, e-commerce website developer, and I have a responsive web design also. I'm doing, I'm a Canva designer, app development. You can add as many as you want. For that I'm using each and every div, separate divs, and I'm wrapping all these divs in one div, that is nothing but card wrapper div. You can see all these divs are inside another div, whole div, that is nothing but card wrapper div. Then we can go to the style.css. Heading tags have been completed. Next service section of service background we are giving. You can see for the card wrapper what we are giving, displays grid template column repeat 3 1fr. So that is the reason we are having 3 elements. You can see 3 1fr means 3 elements are placed in one row. Then it will go to the next one, it will place the remaining one. Grid, this is how you use a grid element. And you can mention the grid column gap is 2rem. Grid row gap is 6rem. Column gap is nothing but the gap between each and every section is column gap, and the gap between one row to another row is column row gap. You can see a grid row gap 6rem. And for each card also we are giving background color is white, padding position is given to them, and we are also gonna give values to the ion icon, that is position is absolute. Whenever you give position as absolute, it will hover onto the element. So it will hover onto this div element, that is the parent element, and this icon will become the child element. And because we are added the position is absolute, for that we are given the values to make it center, and we are given color as dark color. You can see it is in black in color. And we are added you can see h2 element, paragraph element, we are given font size, color values, and we have given whenever we pour onto the card element, background will become dark. You can see the background color will become dark, and the text will change, this text color will change into white color. You can see here paragraph element, that the whenever we hover onto it, we can change the paragraph element, will change pure, which is nothing but white color, and the ion icon will change into orange color. You can see here whenever you hover onto it, the background will change into black color, the text will change into white color, and the icon will change into orange color. That is done by hover effect. Whenever you hover onto it, this is how you mention hover. Next we have the section freelancer. Then we have small section, that is freelance section. In that we have h1 element, that is a heading element, then paragraph element, then download CV button. You can see that freelance website here. Just one second. This is the freelance website, freelance page. For that we are adding the text align is center, background color linear gradient, and we are adding the image. This is how you integrate two things. You can see here that we are added an image, and we have a light blurrish background, so that you can be able to see the background image. At the same time the text will be appearing darker way, so that you can understand, you can be able to know what text has been written on it. This is how you combine gradient with our image. Then color is added to it, clip path is given, then padding bottom, freelance h1, then paragraph, for them values are given. Then we can go to the review section, that is nothing but review section. This is the review section. This is also you can also say it as testimonial section also. Here we are adding the main div, that is a section heading. We have already gone through this, and paragraph element. These both values will be aligning at the center of the page. You can see this is the one. We will align our lines. We provide high quality services for your business. Align exactly at the center, because we have added section heading class to it. Then we have slider div. This is the main div. Inside we have single divs for each and every project that we are building. First we have an image, then we have paragraph element, then we have span element to add the person's name. The same div is copied again. Here I am copying it for 4 times, and I am using another div, that is slide dots div. This div is to slide from one section to one side, because we are only displaying one testimonial at one time. Then to move from one section to this section, you can see these dotted elements below it. So when you click on it, it will move, and it will also slide frequently, like 2 seconds after, it will slide automatically. So for that we are adding the values. Then for the slide value, we are aligning text align is center, displays flex, align items is center, flex direction is column. You can see one after the another they are aligned, and the entire values, you can see they're aligned exactly towards the center. The image, the data, and the princess name is aligned exactly at the center of the div. Then for the paragraph element, we are adding font family, color, and margin, span. Then dots, for the dots you can see list style is none, displays flex. This is important because it will surely display. Justify content is center. You can see the dots are aligned exactly at the center. Next we have section view slide dots button. This is the slide dot button. For that we are adding the font size 0, width is 8 pixel, height is 5 pixel. You can see small dots. For that we have given these values. Color is also given to it, background color. Then we can go to the work section, that is our portfolio section. The work section, we have the main container. Inside the main container h1, that is section dot heading, then paragraph element. These both will be aligned at exactly at the center. Then we have card wrapper element. Inside that card wrapper we have a div. In that div is nothing but card div. Then inside that div we have an overlay, which is span. This in span portfolio anchor tag with web development. And then we have an image. This same div is copied again. For as many projects as you want, you can copy here. Then I will let you know why I have written it as overlay here. Class is overlay is given to it. First let me show you the image. portfolio, yes, portfolio image. You can see this effect, the hover effect is given to it, that you will understand it. Let me tell you. So here I'm giving card wrapper is the main div that holds all the elements. So we are giving displays grid template column, repeat 3 1FR. That is the reason we are having 3 portfolios, 3 projects, and then it will go to the next section. So here what I'm doing next, we have is the card. For that we are giving position is relative, height is given, and card. Then we are going for the overlay. Here I am giving position as absolute. So what happens whenever you give position absolute, then it will act as a child element and it will hover onto the image. That is the reason car rental web development, these two are divs. You can see here it overlay is a div. In that we have portfolio and web development. These two values are there. These two values will act as child and it will hover onto the portfolio PNG that we have given here. That is only happening here. You can see it will hover onto it. For that we are giving background color and we are giving display flex, justify content is center, so the values will be aligned exactly the center. And it will happen when you hover onto that button. You can see whenever you hover onto it, then only the opacity value will become 1. Opacity is 0 means it will be, even if you hover onto it, it will not be visible to you. And whenever you hover onto the card, then overlay become, opacity will become 1. It will be visible to you like this way. You can see here in the image. Okay. Next, for the anchor element, the image, then we can go to the block section. So now we are in the block section. Same way, in the main div we have h1 element, that's a heading, and paragraph element. Then we have card wrapper. Then we have div for card, and here we have the main first div, that is image wrapper, that is we are going to have the image. Then we have the second div for the card content. In that we are using anchor element and h1 element to add the data, and span element. Then we are adding paragraph tag to have more information, and anchor tag for no more button. Same div is copied again. For three times. Let me show you the image so that you can understand it perfectly. You can see I'm having 3 div values here, and you can see because I'm adding section heading, our log has been added exactly at the center of the page. So this card wrapper, you can see displays grid template, repeat is 3 1FR. So we are going to have 3 aligned exactly in the row format, one after the another. And you can see here that for the image we are giving height, width is given, object fit is cover, then card content padding is given to them, h1 anchor tag, and you can see for anchor element whenever you hover onto it the color will change, and then span paragraph element. Then we have read more button, the font size is given to it. Then for the card wrapper we are giving, you can see these are values. Then we can go to the card wrapper, that is for the contact section. Can go to the contact section. In the contact section we have the heading tag, that is h1 element, paragraph tag. Then we have again card wrapper, div, 3 divs I am using here to mention 3 elements, that is one is phone number. By using ion icon I'm using for call icon. Then I am adding h1 element for mobile, and h6 element, that is heading tag, for adding the mobile number. Similarly I'm copying it and changing it into emailers, email name, email ID, visit office address. 3 sections I am using. Then after that I'm having a form, that is the form element I'm using. Inside we am using input wrap. One is the input div for both input elements, one is text and one is the email. The reason to use type element is that whenever you give a form, the user is typing any data into it, and if the user is not typing at the date gmail.com, then it will not consider it as an email at all. So it will showcase as an error that you have forgotten to mention at the date gmail.com. So it will give a validation before submitting your form to it, so that you can be able to get proper valid information. That is the reason every time try to mention type to it. Then we have another div for input text, and text area is given. Text area is whenever you want to have more space or more information that you want to take from the user rather than one liner, then you can mention this. You can use this text area and you can mention column and rows numbers. Then we have button wrapper. Here I am using button for the send message button. You can see the image, contact me image. Let me show you. This is the contact form. Because we are using section heading, it's gonna add exactly at the center of the page. Then I'm using the elements, that is our icons. You can go to here, card wrapper, card, text icon is center, and then we are adding ion icon. For the ion icon, margin bottom is here, font size is 2 you can see the size of the icon. Then h1 h6 elements, for that we are adding the font size, color values. Then for the input wrap, we are using grid template column repeat to 1fr. You can see for the input wrap we are adding two elements. One is your name and your email. They are aligned here, one beside another, because we are using grid template column is 2. That is the reason we are adding two elements. Then for the input wrap 2, we are using display flex direction is column. That is the reason we are having your subject, and then we are having your messages one after the another, because we are using flex direction as column direction. You can see flex direction is column. Input values, then for them we are adding the padding border values, and whenever you hover onto any of it, outline will become none. Button wrapper, you can see text icon is center, the send message button, they are aligned exactly at the center. Next we can go to the footer section. In the footer section we have social media icon, that is Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, by using the anchor elements in footer social tag. And then we have second div, that is for the copyright div. We can see the footer and footer logo here. For the footer social elements we are using margin top and footer social margin bottom, so color values are given to them. And for the copyright element also we are giving color value. And site main wrapper, this is for the image that we have used in the first section. Then this is the mobile nav. For the mobile nav, you can consider this, you can see all these images, right? Images, index.html, logo file, you consider this as the mobile. Then in the mobile version we don't have large space, right, to have the entire nav bar in the section, right? So what we are doing, let me show you. So we don't have this much space like in the desktop mode. We have a lot of space, so we are having the nav bar exactly the center. But in the mobile screen we don't have that much space, right? So we are gonna hide that nav bar at one side by making it minus value, and then whenever you click on the menu icon, then it will come into the section by using the JavaScript. So for that, first of all, what we are doing is that for that mobile nav we are adding position is fixed, top is 0, left is 0, z index is 1001, background is given to them, weight is 100%, these values are given to it. And then for the open, transform is equal to translate x direction is towards right side to left side, horizontal is translate x means from the horizontal direction it will move. So here you have minus 100%, right? So it will go outside of the mobile view, so we will not be able to see it. Whenever you click on it, this open class will be added to the main nav bar. Let me show you that. So here one section, here we can see mobile nav. For this one we will add this open class. When it will add means, let me show you the JavaScript code for it. So you can see here this arrow for this is for the slider dots that we have in the section, in the client section. Here you can see what I'm doing. I'm referring those values, the times and mobile nav view. You can see here you can see hamburger, then mobile nav view and times. These three I'm referring here, and I'm creating three constants. Then it will move to that, then it will add open to it. So open, what will happen to the open is what, transform translate x equal to 0, so it will be visible to the mobile version. So it will come out of the minus 100 means it will go out of the mobile view, and translate x equal to 0 means it will be come inside the mobile view, and you will be able to see the nav bar. That JavaScript code is done here. And whenever you click on the cross icon, you can see whenever you click on the class icon, then it will close, then it will remove the open style.css file. That means it will remove it. Then transform translate will become minus 100 again, so it will move out of the mobile view. So this is the entire code for the website portfolio. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. And the source code is available in the description. Definitely try to visit the channel for more tutorials. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The entire source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Uh, Now we are in the nav bar section. You can see the hover effect on the nav elements, and you can see the hover effect on the button, that is contact me button, and we have download CV button. Next you can see how we have aligned the data perfectly by having a proper space between them by using margin bottom. Then we have the social media icons. You can see the hover effect, the skills that we are good at. And next, in the next section, you can see this is our service section, and whenever we hover onto it, the background color will change, as well as the icon color also will change from black to orange. You can see that. Next we have the freelance uh, bar. Then we have our clients, and you can switch from one client to another client reviews. You can also call the testimonials section. Then we have the projects, recent projects. You can see the hover effect on them. Next we have our blog. See the hover effect. You see the image perfectly aligned, exactly at the center, and you can see the box effect like the 3D box. Next we have our contact form. Our contact form, our icons, and send message button. You can see the social media icons and copyright. This website is entirely responsive. That is, it is also available in mobile version. Let me show you it. Show it to you. So this is the mobile version. You can see how neatly we have aligned each and every section. It's aligned perfectly for the mobile size. And you can see the bar also. You can see by clicking on it, we have the menu bar. This website source code is available in the description. Definitely try to build this project, and if you want full tutorials are also available in the YouTube channel of our channel. And if you want to learn web development, definitely try to build this project. All the source codes are available in the description, and the tutorials also, line by line code tutorials also available in the website, available in the YouTube channel of my channel. Definitely try to visit the channel. And entire project is built using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. IN icons are used, and the source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. So here in this project we have used AOS also for smooth animation and sliding. Here we are in the home section. Your name, as well as hire me. You can see the hover effect for both. Then we can see the hover effect on navbar, home, service, about, portfolio, and testimonials. The contact, you can see the slow movement of your image that you want to display on the home page. Then the services that you are providing. I am added web design, web development, and debugging. Debugging is clearing all the debugs or codes in the errors in the codes. Then we have mentioned our skills, the percentages, and you can see the smooth animation effect and how this refilling from 0 to the specified percentage is 0 to 90, and 0 to 80, 0 to 75, and 35. You can see the download CV button also. With this you can also download your CV on click. We have added the download attribute also. Then we have our portfolio section. It is all where you can see the web design. You can see here it is a website. It is a website here also. This is web design. So here we have all the projects. You can separate them by using these buttons. Like now we are at the website section. 4 websites are there. And then next web design section, we have only 2 web designs. And in the app section we don't have anything, so it is an empty. When in all section it will show all the items that are available. Next, the testimonial section, you can see the swiper function, slide, or you can use the buttons also. Then we have a 24/7 contact, location, mobile number, email, as well as website. Then a form section, definitely try to use type in the forms like email or calendar, date, it is available. Then footer section, home, about, service, portfolio, and contact. You can see social media icons like Instagram, WhatsApp, and Twitter. All rights are reserved. This website is entirely responsive, that is, it is available in the mobile version and as well as tab version also. Let me show you. Right. So first, let me show you the desktop version. Here where this is the desktop version. Then if we slowly move on, this is the mobile version. You can see this is the menu bar. Here we have using. Then this is the home section. You can see the animation here. Let me show you. You can see the proper animation. Show you again here. You can see how the 0 to 90% HTML, all these. Then you can hear our portfolio section. Then testimonial section. You can see how smoothly the movement of all the selected items are moving from the animation is very smooth. It is entirely made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, so it is very beginner friendly. You can see this. Then definitely try to make, or you can say definitely try to create the website. Don't just look at it and think that it has been done, so why the heck just let me just copy it. If you want to learn front-end web development, definitely try to do as many projects as possible. That is one of the suggestions I will give to you. And if you have any suggestions for me, please let me know in the comment section. And we are going to we will go through line by line explanation. So continue watching this now. And the source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now we are going to I will be going to explaining you line by line code. So we are right now we are in the HTML index.html section. You can see in the head section we have added the meta tags for SEO. Then we have the title tag to add the title of the website, that is responsive portfolio website, which will only show in the main on the top bar or in the website in the Chrome or Firefox. Then we have linked Bootstrap CSS file, CSS link here. Then we have, this is our custom CSS file, this style.css. It is available here. You can see this is the style.css file. We have linked it with our HTML. Then we have linked Google Fonts, Google APIs, and gstatic. These are Google fonts and links that we have linked them with our HTML. Then we have linked the Bootstrap icon, CDN link, compressed data link. Then for adding animation, we are using Averse library. We have linked it to our HTML section. here is the aos.css file. Then jQuery, we have added the jQuery link to the HTML section. Now we will go into the body section. Here we have the navbar, that is header section. Here we are using Bootstrap. You can see expand navbar, light background white. These are Bootstrap, and you can say shortcut CSS. By using the class name, we are accessing the CSS files that are available somewhere else using the Bootstrap link. This is external link, you can also say. Then container field, here we are adding class names for mostly because of the Bootstrap. And you can see style is available. We are adding the color to the portfolio. Then button section, then we have the unordered list. UL list is used for unordered list. We have list item, and we have an anchor tag with the reference as home, service, about, portfolio, and testimonials. Then we have button, that is to contact me button at the header section. Then the navbar section ends. Then in the home section, you can see here also we are using Bootstrap. Row, justify content evenly, align middle. To reduce the CSS, we use the Bootstrap directly by using class names. We can add here. You can see justify content evenly means if there are two contents are there in the home section, they are spaced equally. The entire content are spaced equally, and align middle, they are aligned at the center of the page. Then we have the div section and h2. This is the main heading, that is hello, I am Abhiram Tej. These are the main headings. We have separated them using br. Br means break tag. It will cut the file. That is, first we'll get hello, I am, then below we will get Abhiram Tej. Then we have a paragraph which says P means paragraph tag, which says I am a web developer having 5 years of experience in expertise creating website with fully responsive on all devices. Then we have a button with hire me, and another anchor tag with no more button. Then we have added the main try to, if it is your for professional use that you want to display to your HR for recruitment purposes or for job, definitely try to put one good picture of yourself, straightforward picture. I've used your portfolio PNG, which is this small PNG that I've used. This is an animation PNG I've used, but you can use your own profile, nicely done profile picture. Then after home section, we are in the expertise section, that is our services. Here you can see I am using div. The reason why I am using div is so that I can make every section separate. So here I am using div for heading purposes, that my services are providing cutting edge digital services. These will be the heading section, so I put them in one div. And then I am using another div for adding the services, like here I am having web design h4. Here you can see, and the image icon service icon 1, it is the image for that web design. You can see the service icon here. This is the service icon, then service icon 2, and service icon 3. So here we have the name for the service, that is h4, using h4. H4 means there are total of 6 heading tags: h1, h2, h3, h4, h5, h6, and based on the order, you can say the size of the font size of the will be reducing. h1 is the largest one, h6 is the smallest one, so we are using h4, that is medium, and p for paragraph tag. Then we are adding read more button using anchor tags. The reason to add anchor tags specifically is because to link the other pages, most of the time anchor tags are very perfect for this, and that is the reason definitely try to use anchor tags. And you can link also href. You can, here in the href you can mention the designated website or a designated website link also you can mention here, so that on click on that you can directly redirect to that website. You can see that everything is divided, that is in the every service has its own div. Then we have web development and debugging. These are same. And then you can see here one of the important thing I forgot is data AOS. Data AOS is, this is the animation that we are using. You can say in the first one I have mentioned here in the top, that you can see here. For adding animation to website, we have used AWS library. So we don't have to write all the entire JavaScript code. We just have to mention small class names. Here we are using data AWS, which is fade up. That means a fade up is a small animation when slowly, whenever you reload your website, automatically it starts from the bottom to top. You can see that is fade up. That is one of the animation style. Then we'll go to the skill section. Here we uh, you can see we have added HTML. Here you can see this progress, that is first the normal progress is 0%, and from 0% to we have specified some percentage, that is 90%. This is the starting percentage we have mentioning here. The other part will be in the script.js. By using the JavaScript, we will be able to move from 0% to 90%, as I shown in the website. So it is to mention the starting point, we are mentioning here as 0%. Then span text, this is HTML text. Then CSS and JavaScript and React.js. Next we have in the skill section, we have another section which is we mention our details like my skills, about me and my experience, and then what I do, that is I'm a web designer, I have done such projects, and this is the mention in this two parts, you can say. And I also added download button. You can see download CV. So whenever you want to let someone else download some PDF file, then definitely try to add this attribute, download attribute, and says give it some name. You can mention any name that you want. In that file name only, the file that you have attached here in the href section will be downloaded. I have added some documents as empty document here. You can see here also it is an empty document I have added. There are a lot of attributes that are available, but most of the people don't use them. But if you want to give your website a professional look, definitely try to add the download button, so that if the recruiter sees it, then he may want to know what are your other things, if there are something missed in your portfolio, you just want to know your resume, and definitely you can simply download it, and he will be able to know more about you, like your personal details also. Then we have come to the portfolio section. This is the heading bar, as I told before, creative work and check my portfolio. So in the portfolio section, we have used the filter by using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So filter means here you can see in the first button we have all. In the second button we have website, third button web design, fourth button app. So website, there are some websites have added, then some web designs have added, then some apps have added. And when we click on all button, and automatically all things, that means the website that I have added, web designs and apps that I have added in the section should display all at once. So by using JavaScript, a small code, we are able to bring all them together. I will show you here also. If you see this is the first one. First card here, you can see div class card. Then we have added the image of the first website, that is car rental website. Here I added, and I've added the name, that is car title. Then here you can mention HTML, from which on by using HTML CSS I made it JavaScript. It is a website. Then you can see the read more button. If you see closely here in the div section, class post, here you can see all and website. All means whenever we are going to click on all, and automatically all the blocks of codes that have the words as all will be displayed in the section. It is a JavaScript button actually. So to mention first, it is like a reference. You can consider this all and website. You can see here we have added data filter. All is added here. So whenever we will click on this all button, so wherever the all is added in the sections, those all will be displayed in the portfolio, in the section all at once. So you can see data filter website is there. So this is a website also. So I've added website. All means you have to bring everything. That means website should come, web design should come, even apps should come. So but this is the website, so I've added website. And you can see all as common in every thing. Here you also can all and website, then we have all and web design, and then all and web design, all and website, all and website. So it is for filtering the data we are using this. Then the next section is the testimonial section. In the testimonial section you can see this is the testimonial image. I will show you the image. This is the testimonial image. We have the heading, that is testimonial and client feedback. Then div section, we have like you can see these are like here we have divided the div section into 3 parts, so that actually that 3 testimonials are available. You can see that here from div you can see cardinal inner. This is you can say that it is divided into 3 parts, but whenever we are using the jQuery, so then all of them will come in the you can see here one after the other, like the buttons also. Then you can see the p attribute to mention, that is paragraph attribute to mention the client, whatever the client have said, h4 for the name, and small icon for to know what that person does. He's a restaurant owner here I've mentioned. Then we also have the preview as well as next buttons. These two are buttons. By using them we are going to move forward or backward to know the client's reviews. So you can see here we have used a bootstrap also, rounded fill. So to make it the background will be in round and it will be filled with a particular color. Then we have database target. Next we have the contact section. In the contact section we can see the same heading section, the div, in the div. Then next we have another div where we have mentioned our information like I am from India, this is my phone number. Then you can see this icon tag also. You can see bi send fill. It is one of the icons I have used here, telephone icon. This is geo, means this is a global, what do you say, map icon. You can see in the Google Maps, you can see that icon. Next we have globe icon here. Icons represent, because as many people say, images uh, speak more than words, because it will display more proficiency look to your website. So definitely try to use icons in your website. Then we have the form. Here we have here I am using div sections. Input type is text. You can see definitely try to use type function. Type will be more and more professional look to your email. If you mention email, so if the person forgets to mention @gmail.com, then it will show an error on the spot that you have not entered the proper email ID, email address. So it will be very useful. Definitely try to mention it. Then we have text area. For larger input section will only have small amount of space to enter data. Whenever use text area is used for large amount of like for giving message, you want to write a paragraph of message to the person, then you can use text area. Here I have mentioned rows. 5 means 5 rows will be allocated. You can see in the website also. And submit button. We have used bootstrap so that it reduces most of the CSS work. You can see here also rounded fill. It is one of the CSS class that we have used here. Then we have the footer section. The quick links just like the nav bar, home, about, service, portfolio, and contact. Then we have our social media links like Instagram, WhatsApp, and Twitter. I have added them in the button function so that on click on the button we can move to that specified website also. You can you have to mention in the href, you have to reference. Href means reference. You have to mention the www.twitter.com, www.whatsapp.com. So you can mention in the href section. Then copyright. Copyright is mentioned in the paragraph. In the footer you can see bootstrap JavaScript CDN and AOS library, that is animation library JavaScript. And to initialize the AOS library we are using AOS initialize duration 1000 is means 1000 millisecond is very small, you can say 1 second also. And then offset 50. The reason to mention the JavaScript libraries in the bottom of the HTML section is because they take more time to render. So before that time, the remaining part will be easy to render, and uh, the user whoever wants to look into your website, he doesn't feel like, oh, I have to wait for so long, because the remaining part will be displayed, like HTML CSS will be displayed. JavaScript is the functionality, so we don't until unless if he doesn't click on the navbar, if there is no navbar to display, then what is the use of having the JavaScript over there? So it is better to always have your JavaScript links at the bottom of the HTML page, and mention script tags. Definitely use script tags. These are the internal tags, you can say. And I have mentioned the script.js. There is an here you can see script.js. Here I have mentioned the JavaScript. Next we will go to the CSS, that is style.css. So I am using the font family body, that is entire body, that is entire HTML page will get this font family as Poppins, which is from sans serif, which is a famous most widely used font style, you can say, font family. Then font weight is 400. Font weight means you can see normal, if you mention 100, that is like very thin. If you mention 400, 500, 600, you can get the bold look of the words. That is font weight, that is width of the font, the letters that are the letters width will be changing by using the font weight. You want to see the bold one, then you have to mention like 600, 800, you can mention over here. Menu icons, then we have border is none, background color is white. It is hashtags, you can see hashtag FFF means white color, to add the background color as white. Then font size is 1.5 em, that is the size of the font or the text that is available in the website. You can see this the nav dash menu is the class name. Nav dash menu, I will show you in here. Just 1 second. It is now. Here we are in the nav section. Here you can see nav item. Then here you can see nav menu. So for this nav.menu class, we are going to add, whenever you are using class, then you have to add dot. If you are using id, then you have to add hashtag. So remember that for classes we are going to add dot before the class name, and for IDs we are going to add hash before the ID name. Then color. What is the difference between background color and color? Background color is the if you say there is a small text like AK, the AK color, the text color is orange, that is the words that are present. To change the color of it, we use color attribute. And for background color, if the you can say that AK background is black, you want it to be white, then we use background color FFF, that is white hexacode, you can say. Then navbar, nav anchor tag, this is how you, if in the navbar section we have an anchor tag, let me show you. And this is the nav, entire nav, it is navbar. Then we have an anchor tag over here to this, so this will act as a parent. In the parent we want to go to the anchor tag, which is child. Then we have to mention like this nav dot navbar, because it is a class. Then the child space, give some space and select the child, that is anchor. That is anchor means a tag. Then the anchor tag will get the color black and position relative. Positions are like, you can say, uh, positions are one of the most important CSS what you say CSS functions, you can say, like position and then flex box and grid functions. Definitely try to know them, because it would be very easy if you master these things, you will be playing with CSS. There's nothing that won't be easy hard for you to do, because these positions, you can say, if you create a small menu card, in the bottom of the menu card you want to add like a small what you say, add to cart button. You want to add using add to cart button. Then if you directly paste the image, if you add the image inside of it, the image will be placed at center or it one its side or left. By using the position, you can change position relative means the image, the whole card becomes the parent. Then based on that parent image, the small add to cart but image will be like relative. If relative means it will move based on the parent image. If you put absolute, absolute becomes that it will hover onto the parent element and you can move it to the location, like you can move left to 0 or right to 50. So like that you can move the icon by using the position. So definitely try to learn position, flexbox, grid. These are the most important topics. You will give by using them you will get a very professional look to your website. And then we have navbar. This hover effect is whenever we hover onto the whenever we put the mouse on that particular button or particular anchor, then if we have an hover effect, we have mentioned here anchor tag hover. So whenever this happens, right now I'm hovering, I'm moving the mouse pointer to hover. You can see a small box is opening saying element class navbar nav. Just like that, it is also one of the hovering effect only. So just like that, whenever you hover onto an anchor tag, then the color of it will be changing into the orange color here, as I mentioned here. And after is this after effect, how do you say, after before is also very important. uh, let me tell you one second. Here if you see in the website, I've shown you whenever I hover onto the button, it automatically moves top side or in the navbar section. The you can see a line coming in the bottom of the word, that is home. Then whenever hover onto it, you can see the change in color into orange, as well as you can see a small line below that word. So here you can see it is position absolute. Then we have added a background color. The transition width, the width is 0.3 seconds is the time or duration to move. Ease is the transition that you want, that ease in out. Ease means it will slowly fade out. Then it is 0 seconds. Then left is in, here you can see the width is 0 first. This is the first starting period. Before you didn't even hover it, you were just having plain navbar is available over there. So before you hover, this is all the word, this is all you mentioned as that whenever you hover onto the anchor tag in the navbar section, like here is after hover after, the width will be equal to 100%. So what is that width? The line that is generating, that whenever we hover onto the home section, the line is increased. That line which is invisible before now is visible, which spreads because we have added here animation, that is transition effect is added, which is 0.3 seconds to display. The width is first 0, then it will be increased to 100%. So it will display in the bottom. So yeah, after and before effects are like very confusing, uh, but it is one of the most important things you have to learn. So you have to put more concentration on learning before and after effects. And hover effect is also hover effect, it is very easy, you can learn. So try to learn after and before effects. Then we have C button, border. The border is the background of the image. You can see here we have the border. The dark border is there. This you can see, you can just once again, the blue color line is the border. So you have to mention border is none. The background color font size. So I'm just mentioning these are like very simple. You all know them. Like font size is the size of the font that is available. That is the text. Font weight means the boldness of the text. If you want it to be thin, then you have to mention like font weight is 100. If you want it to look like bold, font weight is 800. So it's like very simple. Padding, margin, border. There are like three things. Border is the exterior, the outermost body. You can see the blue line I am showing here now is the outermost body. That is border. margin. Then the if you in how to say, margin is the what to say, there is an margin. Then we have padding. Padding is the innermost area. Padding is the innermost area. Then we have the margin, that is middle area. Then we have the border, which is the outermost area. There's three background areas that we use. Here I have mentioned padding, that is 30 pixel. uh, Here we have like top, left, right and bottom. So we have mentioned padding for each one, each side. And then we have margin top. uh, then font line height means, line height is an attribute where you say the gap or the line, the length of the height, you can say 4m. um, rem, pixels are the most used one. Rem means 1 rem is equal to 16 pixel. Then we have tags, home section, you see margin. These are all similar one. Here this transform, function, transform and transition. These two are like for the, you can say they are the animation functions or animation attributes that are available in CSS. Transform, here translate y minus 20 pixel. That means whenever you hover onto that button, it will move towards the y side, towards the y direction by 20 pixel height. So it moves top side 20 pixel. Then the duration, transition, how much time that will take to move from that particular line to the top is, that is 1 second. 1 second, whenever you hover, it will just move upward. In text decoration, if you see, whenever we add anchor tags, you can see default default decorations will be there, like underline, blue color will be defaultly on the anchor tag. To remove those default decorations, we use text decoration as none, so that you will remove all the decorations. Then we can add whatever colors we like. I've added here color orange, so in the default we have it blue. No, I don't want to have blue, so I'm removing all the text decorations, using text decoration as none. Then I'm adding the color. Here if we also having after, so whenever you hover onto it, you can see here also we have like the underline function will be there. You can see color, the color will be changing, as well as it will move. Then we have transition, hover, after effect, scale, that is it will be like scale means, you can say it will increase its size, like small, very small. If you mention it in negative, it will decrease in size. Here if you mention in scale x1, if you mention scale x 0.1, it will push into innerwards. If you mention 1 or above 1, it will be like expand. So it is scale x, or you can say x direction. Then we have home image floating. This is like you can see in the home section, the image that I have placed, the profile image, it is continuously moving from right side to left side, right side to left side. So here I have added the floating. Floating is like simple animation I've used here. So it has 0%, it will be a transition x, that is 0. In 50% transition x minus 24, that is it will move towards left side first. Then whenever it is 100%, then it moves transition 0, that is it comes back to 0th position, that is moves one side, then comes back to the same position, moves one side, comes back to the same position. So it is floating continuously by using here. Keyframes is one of the most used CSS function, you can say. Next we have heading, small, font weight, you all know all of these things. Text decoration, to remove the text. Text align center is to align all the content at the center of the website. Use text align as center. Next, border radius. uh, Border radius, how you let me show you border radius. Border radius, Here you see small white box is available here, RGB, before RGB. If you use border radius 0.7, the edges of this box will be circular. You can say that it will try, it will, the border of the box will be sharper right now. So if you use as border radius 0.7, it will try to be, it will be like in the circular motion. Slowly it will be like losing its sharp ends, and you can see the smooth ends. You can see now on a dining table, the edges will be like very smooth in a curvature model. So by using this border radius attribute, we make the any rectangular shapes or any hard edge shapes into circular shapes. And if you mention border radius as 50%, the entire square box will turn into circle, entire 100% circle. So it is border radius to change the borders of any object we use. Then we have text align is there, transform, transition, duration I've told you. Then uh, circular progress, gray background. We can also add gradient, 3.6 degrees, 0 degree. These are like gradient ways. Most of the time I use 90 degrees, 90 degrees gradient. Align, justify, display flex. The reason we are using display flex here is because we have like 4 skills: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and CSS. So, to keep them all in one form, we are using display flex one after the other. And as by using display flex, we don't have to mention again. In the mobile version, it will automatically, when the size reduces, all the 4 skills will form one after the other. When the size of the website increases, that is from mobile version it is moving to the desktop version, then um, the skills will move back to its original position, that is HTML, then CSS, then then CSS, then JavaScript and React.js. It will move based on the size. The items are aligned at the center, the content is aligned at the center. So before, you can see here also we have before and after. These are one of the most important things. So whenever you hover onto the what you say on the on whenever you hover onto the skill, the size of the box will increase and it will expand. You can see it in the website. So that effect is added here. The position is absolute, that it becomes top. Then height and width is increased, and the border radius is 50%, that is borders are made circular. Then background color, and these are all, color, font size, font weight. Here you see hash means whenever you want to refer to any ID that is available in the HTML section, because here you can see it is a class. It is a class. We have navbar is a class, so we add dot before classes. We add dot, like here see post dot is there. If you add IDs, we specify IDs, that my button container is an ID, so I have mentioned hash. Then transform, transition, duration, color, these are same ones you can see. Then anything new, background color, margin left, box shadow is none. Box shadow is used you can see that whenever we hover on to any objects, if you see in any websites, you can see that darkness is there, like it is like 3D printed on the website. So we can use the by using the box shadow, we can make the effects on it, so that it gives a very professional look. Here we are not using it. I'm telling you box shadow, why it is used. And then we have like that's all. Social links are available. Hover effect we can change by hovering onto it, the color will be changing. Then we go to the next section is script, that is JavaScript. So let's see, here you can see we are in the skill section. I've shown you that from 0% to whatever preferred percentage that you have mentioned, to that percentage you can see the flow, that is 0% to 90%, it will move automatically whenever we load the website. Here let's see, here I mentioned it is HTML. Let me go and show you in the HTML section so that you can understand it perfectly by using examples. Where is it? Here you can see in the circular progress you can see HTML. So I am referring to this HTML bar here, dot HTML, because it is a class. Then what I have, then I want to HTML value to, I want to know the HTML value. So what I have written the HTML value in here, HTML progress, the HTML value is 0%. Here is a 0%. So I am bringing that. So I am referring over here, that is HTML progress is has the value 0%, and I am taking that value 0% and I am placing that value in HTML value attribute. So now I'm also, so now I'm also initializing HTML starting value 0 as I've shown before. Now HTML end value is 90%, that is I have 90% proficiency in the HTML section, so the end value is 90%. HTML speed is 30 milliseconds, that is the movement of the movement you can see in the website. Whenever the website is loaded, automatically it moves from 0% to 90%. The speed at which it is moving, that is mentioned here, that is 30 milliseconds. So here we are mentioning let progress HTML set interval. This is a function, this is an arrow function. You can, if you use this arrow function, is there normal functions are there, but arrow functions are mostly used in our, in the latest ES6 version we are using arrow functions. So we are increasing HTML start value plus plus, that is we are incrementing the HTML start value. So it is incremented once. Now HTML value, that is here we have taken the HTML value which is 0%, the text content HTML start value. So now I am changing the content, that is our you can see here I have 0%, right? So now here the HTML start value is incremented, that is now right now it is 1. If it is 1, then I'm changing that value by using the dollar. I'm changing that value, HTML start value is changed. So now HTML progress style dot background, here I am using a gradient which is actually a CSS color, you can say hash FC861F is a color. So it is start value multiplied by 3.6, it is the moment, you can say uh, the background color, the progress color, that is one, if it is moving from 0 to 90%, right, the color is mentioned here, that is comic gradient is moving right now. Then if HTML start value is equal to HTML end value right now, so this process will continue. Right now it is 1, right? Why 1, it is not equal, so it will go back again, so it will increment again, now it will be set, the value is set to 2, the HTML set value is 2. So how the HTML end value is 90, here you see it is 90, but this value is 2. So how it is not equal, so it will go again. So this loop will continuously run until the HTML start value is equal to HTML end value, which is 90. So whenever it is equal to 90, then the interval will stop and it will pause, that is it will stuck at 90%. That is I have HTML, I know HTML, that the entire progress of the HTML is 90%, and 90% it will stop. So HTML speed, this it is the speed, you can say what at how much speed from 0 to 90% the radar is moving, that is mentioned here, which is 30 milliseconds. And in the similar way, just as HTML progress I have mentioned here, just like that, if you go here we have CSS progress, JavaScript progress, React.js progress. Similar code I've copied again, like here this is the JavaScript progress, CSS progress. The entire code is same, just I've changed the values, like JavaScript end value I have mentioned here 75, CSS end value, then next I have React end value as 30. So I've just changed the values, end values, and have maintained a similar code, and I referred in the HTML in the index section, like here JavaScript progress, React.js progress. So these all have the same code, like 4. Then we have filter section we have used in the portfolio section in our website. That's all. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. So here in this project we have used AOS also for smooth animation and sliding. Here we are in the home section. Your name as well as hire me. You can see the hover effect for both. Then we can see the hover effect on navbar, home, service, about, portfolio and testimonials, the contact. You can see the slow movement of your image that you want to display on the home page. Then the services that you are providing. I am added web design, web development and debugging. Debugging is clearing all the debugs or codes in the errors in the codes. Then we have mentioned our skills, the percentages, and you can see the smooth animation effect and how this refilling from 0 to the specified percentage is 0 to 90 and 0 to 80, 0 to 75 and 35. You can see the download CV button also. With this you can also download your CV on click. We have added the download attribute also. Then we have our portfolio section. It is all where you can see the web design. You can see here it is a website. It is a website here also. This is web design. So here we have all the projects. You can separate them by using these buttons. Like now we are at the website section. 4 websites are there. And then next web design section, we have only 2 web designs. And in the app section we don't have anything, so it is an empty. And in all section it will show all the items that are available. Next, the testimonial section, you can see the swiper function, slide, or you can use the buttons also. Then we have a 24/7 contact, location, mobile number, email, as well as website. Then a form section, definitely try to use type in the forms like email or calendar, date, it is available. Then footer section, home, about, service, portfolio and contact. You can see social media icons like Instagram, WhatsApp and Twitter. All rights are reserved. This website is entirely responsive, that is it is available in the mobile version and as well as tab version also. Let me show you, right? So first let me show you the desktop version. Here where this is the desktop version. Then if we slowly move on, this is the mobile version. You can see this is the menu bar. Here we have using then this is the home section. You can see the animation here. Let me show you. You can see the proper animation. Show you again here. See how the 0 to 90% HTML, all these. Then here our portfolio section, then testimonial section. You can see how smoothly the movement of all the selected items are moving from the animation is very smooth. It is entirely made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, so it is very beginner friendly. You can see this. Then definitely try to make, or you can say definitely try to create the website. Don't just look at it and think that it has been done, so why the heck, just let me just copy it. If you want to learn front-end web development, definitely try to do as many projects as possible. That is one of the suggestions I will give to you. And if you have any suggestions for me, please let me know in the comment section. And we are going to we will go through line by line explanation. So continue watching this now. And the source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.